It's been 2.5 years since we released our first set of LUTs, and we've been wanting to create some new looks to make grading our videos more fun and way simpler.
We also don't want to just haphazardly slap some LUTs together, cross our fingers, and hope for the best.
That's why we teamed up with the master of color himself, Kaylin from White and Reverie, to help develop a collection of LUTs that look frickin' amazing.
If you don't know White and Reverie, you may remember this little wedding film they made. So yeah, they're good.
Anyways, we're super stoked to announce the Mango Street Stratus LUT collection. They're based on some of our favorite Lightroom presets and have been carefully crafted to work with just about any type of footage.
Whether you shoot log on Sony or Blackmagic, or just a standard color profile on Canon or Panasonic, these LUTs are gonna look great.
Let's go ahead and take a look at how we use these LUTs on several different types of footage. We're gonna start with a flat profile of the Blackmagic Pocket Cinema Camera 6K, which has been our camera of choice lately. And we're gonna be working in the color workspace in Premiere.
So before we even apply our LUTs to the footage, we wanna make sure each clip is in the Rec 709 color gamut and the exposure and white balance are correct. Now this step is a little outside of the scope of this video, but here are some of the adjustments that we made.
We lowered the shadows on the color wheel, and in the basic corrections panel, we increased the whites, lowered the highlights, and adjusted the temperature and tint of the clip. Finally, we added a little boost to the saturation.
Okay, now we'll create a new adjustment layer, rename it to LUT, and drag it over the top of our footage and extend it out to cover everything. With the adjustment layer selected, we'll go to the Creative tab in the Lumetri color panel, and where it says Look, we'll click and select our Portrait LUT. Now we can just lower the intensity a little, and boom, it's good to go.
Boom. Okay, now we've compiled shots from a variety of different cameras. We have a couple of clips from Red cameras, a Sony a7 III, Blackmagic Mini Ursa Pro, Canon C200, and EOS R. And since these are all flat, we just increased the contrast and saturation on each clip to bring it into Rec 709. We can get into more depth with color grading in future videos. Just let us know in the comments below if you want that. Okay, let's see how the LUTs look on these.
All right, now let's say you don't have a camera that can shoot in a flat profile. Will these LUTs still work on your footage? Let's take a look-see. Okay, here's a clip from a Canon 5D Mark IV with a standard picture profile. Since it's already so contrasty and saturated, let's just boost the shadows a little. Okay, drop the saturation, and then head down to the color wheels to flatten it out a little. Bumping up the shadows and midtones, and then dropping the highlights should help. Okay, let's check it out with our Portrait LUT.
Nice.
How about copper?
Ooh.
What about gray?
That's my favorite one yet. So as you can see, if you have a lot of contrast and saturation baked into your clip, just pull that all back a little before applying the LUT. And if you're working with log footage, just add some contrast and saturation back in before applying the LUT. Here we have some footage shot on a Canon 1DX Mark II, and it's in a neutral picture profile. Now, we don't really have to do a lot to this. With clips that aren't as flat, we can just turn the intensity down on the LUT so the effect is not as strong.
What about drone footage, you say?
Here's the DJI Mavic 2 Pro without. And now all LUTed up.
Okay, well surely not phone footage, right? No way. Okay, we hope that you all really enjoy these new LUTs and that they make color grading way more fun for you. For this week only, you can pick up our new collection of LUTs for 20 bucks off.
Also, you can get a free LUT just by signing up for the Gamut newsletter, so make sure you click the link in the description and check it all out. Like this video and subscribe if you haven't yet, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out, and we will see you next week. Happy Thanksgiving.